Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am Ms. Fatma Khalid from Multan Public School and College. I hope that all of you are fine. Today we are going to start chapter number 5, which is about solutions. So let's start. What is solution? A solution is a liquid mixture in which the minor component, which is solute, is uniformly distributed within the major component, which is solvent. For example, in salt solution, the salt is a solute, which is minor component, and the water is a solvent, which is major component. You can see in the diagram that salt solute is dissolved in water solvent, and as a result of this, salt solution is formed. Students, those solutions in which water is solvent are known as aqueous solution. Dilute solution. Dilute solutions are those solutions in which small amount of solute is dissolved in a given amount of a solvent. Concentrated solutions are those solutions in which large amount of solute is dissolved in a given amount of a solvent. And saturated solutions are those solutions in which maximum amount of solute is dissolved in a given amount of a solvent at a particular temperature. Students, with the help of this formula, we can find out the mass of solution. For example, if we know about the mass of solvent and mass of solute, by putting their values in this formula, we can find out the mass of solution. What is solubility? Solubility is the maximum amount of solute which can dissolve in 100 gram of solvent at a particular temperature. Solubility depends on following factors. Number 1. Solubility depends on the temperature. Means when temperature increases, the solubilities of solid solute increase. Number 2. Solubility depends on the nature of the solute. Means the different solutes have different solubilities in the same solvent at a particular temperature. Number 3. Solubility depends on the nature of the solvent. Means the same solute has different solubilities in different solvents. Acids and alkalis. Acids and alkalis are the substances which dissolve in water to form aqueous solutions with certain properties. Acids have sour taste and their nature is acidic, and they have pH less than 7. Here are some examples of acids like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, ethanoic acid, citric acid, and carbonic acid. Acid rain. Rainwater is slightly acidic because carbon dioxide, which is present in the air, it dissolves in rainwater, and as a result of this, weak acidic solution is formed. When air is polluted with acidic gases like sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen, as a result of this, acid rain is formed. Acid rain is corrosive and harmful for plants and animals, and it damages stones and marble structures. Here are some general properties of acids. Number 1. Strong acids are corrosive. Number 2. Acids have sour taste. Number 3. They turn blue litmus paper into red. Number 4. Dilute acids react with reactive metals to form hydrogen gas. Number 5. Dilute acids react with carbonates to produce carbon dioxide gas. Number 6. They react with alkalis to form salts and water. Number 7. Acids have pH values less than 7. Alkalis. Alkalis have bitter taste. They are basic in nature and they are slippery to touch. Here are some examples of alkalis like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and calcium hydroxide. Here are some general properties of alkalis. Number 1. Alkalis are corrosive. Number 2, they have bitter taste and slippery to touch. Number 3, they turn red litmus paper into blue. Number 4, alkalis react with dilute acids to form salt and water only. Number 5, alkalis are good electrical conductors. Number 6, they have pH values greater than 7. Indicators. An indicator is a dye or a mixture of dyes which changes color according to the acidity or alkalinity of a substance. Litmus paper is an example of indicator. Students, you can see in this diagram that there are two beakers. In the first beaker, acetic solution is present, and in the second beaker, basic solution is present. When we dip blue litmus paper in acetic solution, as a result of this, blue litmus paper changes into red. In the same way, when we dip red litmus paper in the basic solution, as a result of this, red litmus paper changes into blue. pH scale. An acidic or alkaline substance can be expressed with the help of pH scale. Students, you can see the diagram of pH scale. In the diagram, you can see that pH scale ranges from 0 to 14 and the midpoint of pH scale is 7. So, pH value 7 is for neutral substances, and for acidic solution, pH value is less than 7, which is from 0 to 6, and for alkaline solutions, pH value is greater than 7, which is from 8 to 14. Mixing of acids and alkalis. When the alkali is added to the acid, it reduces the effects of acid, and as a result of this, acid becomes less acidic. The pH of the solution increases, and when more alkali is added, then a point comes when the alkali completely cancels out the effect of acid and a neutral solution of pH 7 is obtained. When the right amount of acid and alkali are mixed, a neutral solution of salt and water is formed. This process is called neutralization. Dear students, this was your whole chapter. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.